global investors to fund Malaysia's startups. Malaysia to form official FIFA 21 esports team. Hello and good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. You're watching Updates at Noon with me, Mohammed Aman Carlos. Panjana Capital's Indiran Berhad. Panjana Capital has attracted 8 venture capital VC fund managers from the United States, South Korea, China, Indonesia and Singapore to invest in Malaysian startups as part of a 1.2 billion ringgit Panjana National Fund program. Well, Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz said the 8 VCs were carefully selected among 51 applicants around the world.
VCs were carefully selected among the 51 applicants from around the world, including the US, China, Korea, Indonesia and Singapore. To ensure compatibility with domestic players, a rigorous evaluation process was employed, and we are happy to say that the setup is ready to achieve our objectives and more.
Speaking at the Panjana Capital Letter of Award handover ceremony to the 8 VCs this morning, the Finance Minister said Panjana Capital was incorporated on 1st July as part of the government's initiative to accelerate Malaysia's economic recovery. The Panjana National Fund is a matching fund of funds program, which is part of the National Economic Recovery Plan Panjana, where the government will match up to 600 million ringgit for funds raised by the VC fund managers from foreign and private local investors with a target allocation of 1.2 billion ringgit. Well, 6 new COVID-19 clusters were identified yesterday involving Selangor, Kuala Lumpur, Negeri Sembilan, Johor, Pahang and Labuan. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said the latest clusters have registered a total of 117 positive cases so far. Well, in a statement, the Director General said one of the clusters detected was the Lestari cluster, which involved Petaling, Hulu Langat, Klang and Sepang districts in Selangor, as well as Lembah Pantai in Kuala Lumpur. The index case was reported positive for COVID-19 on 8th December. Well, as of 13th December, a total of 351 people have been screened, with 31 of them tested positive. The second cluster was Tanjung Surya cluster in Sepang, Gombak, Kuala Selangor and Hulu Selangor in Selangor. Screenings on 8,480 individuals in connection with this cluster revealed 31 positive cases. Another cluster was the Tapak Bina Rimbun cluster, which was detected in the Seremban district in Negeri Sembilan. Targeted screening held at a construction site found a total of 16 confirmed COVID-19 cases, while another 8 individuals were found positive for the virus relating to the fourth cluster, namely the Desa Idaman cluster in Kulai district, Johor. The Health Ministry yesterday also identified a new cluster in Kuantan, Pahang, dubbed the Kuala cluster, which has registered 26 positive cases so far. The last cluster was the Hujung Pasir cluster in Labuan, with a total of 5 cases recorded. Meanwhile, Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham also said that starting today, the quarantine period for overseas travellers entering Malaysia has been shortened from 14 to 10 days. The decision was made based on the current clinical scientific reports and the quarantine practices by other countries. He said the new directive applies to those undergoing quarantine at the quarantine centres or home, including close contacts. Other countries that had shortened the quarantine period from 14 to 10 days were the United Kingdom, Germany and Belgium, while France at 7 days. Well, one of the most anticipated astronomical phenomena known as the Geminid Meteor, well, taken from the word Gemini. Now, these showers illuminated the sky last night, giving fans of astronomy an excellent opportunity to see it with the naked eye. And according to Port Dickson Baitul Hilal Observatory Unit Head Muzamir Mazlan, it was estimated about 100 to 150 meteors could be seen and recorded within an hour using the digital devices. He explained that the showers, which occurred once a year in December, could be better seen in an open area without any interference from other lights. As such, some street lights around the observatory were switched off to make it easier for the public to see the phenomenon clearly.
Inilah satu benda yang menarik, jarang-jarang berlaku, setahun 2 kali, dan kita boleh nampak dia banyak. Kita boleh nampak dia banyak, satu fenomena yang susah kita nak jumpa, tapi pada ada hari-hari tertentunya kita boleh nampak dia. Yang saya cakap tadi itu 1 jam dalam 100 hingga 150. So, itu banyak tu sebenarnya. Kan kalau kita boleh nampak cukup seronok lah. Maknanya cukup seronok. Itulah fenomena yang satu fenomena astronomi yang tidak memerlukan alat. Hanya menggunakan mata saja. Siapa-siapa pun boleh tengok.
He added that the observatory had limited the number of public attendants to hotel guests, and it was done in a closed manner following the conditional movement control order currently in force in the area. The natural phenomenon could be seen from 10 p.m. last night until this morning. Well, the police yesterday arrested a total of 9 individuals who rented stalls at mobile phone and electronics shops to conduct illegal lotteries. Subang Jaya Police Chief ACP Abdul Khalid Othman said they were detained following a series of raids conducted at 3 separate locations in Subang Jaya, Selangor. Explaining further, he said the authorities planned to inspect 5 premises but only raided 4 as one of them was closed.
Keseluruhan operasi pada hari ini, tangkapan ada 9 orang, 5 kepada penjaga dan 4 kepada pemain. Pemain kalau kita lihat di kedai yang sebelah sana tadi. Okey, daripada jumlah 9 tadi, 6 lelaki dan 3 perempuan. Bangsa, 1 lelaki Cina, 1 lelaki Melayu, 3 perempuan Indonesia sebagai penjaga kedai. Manakala pemain tadi adalah 3 lelaki Bangladesh dan 1 lelaki Myanmar.
All of the suspects were aged between 20 and 47 years old. The police also seized 1,759 ringgit in cash, 4 printers, 4 mobile phones, as well as 41 illegal lottery slips. The case would be investigated under Section 4A, Subsection A of the Common Gaming Houses Act 1953. Well, that concludes updates at noon. In our top story, global investors to fund Malaysia's startups. Well, before we head off for lunch, let's take a look at the new release trailer for Marvel Studios' The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is coming in March. Well, folks, do join us again later this evening at 10 p.m. on Saluran Berita RTM on My Freeviews, channel 123, or you could also stream the news by surfing RTM's My Click. Thanks for watching. I'm Muhammad Amin Carlos. Stay tuned to TV2 and have a happy Monday.
The legacy of that shield is complicated. The world is upside down. People need something to get behind. They need a symbol. So what's our plan? So no plan. Great.